Hello. So I'm continuing work on this ongoing landscape design, and the next step I'm going to be putting in as part of the hardscape is a stepping stone flagstone path coming into this main entryway right here. And I'm just going to run through the steps of putting that together. I know my dimensions again from the field notes that I've got. This path's going to be about 60 feet in length, and I'm going to put it at 4.5 feet wide. And I'm going to come in and soften up this 90-degree angle with the 2-point arc tool. Alright, get rid of these excess lines. Alright, great. And next I'm going to just use the freehand scribble tool and one by one add in these irregular shaped, organic shape flagstones. No two the same, just like in reality. And throw in I'll fill in this path with these, just going one by one, drawing them all. It's a little tedious, but it helps to make an accurate representation. With this as well, what I found handy is being able to convey the spacing to the homeowner to say, does this look right to you? Would you like them to be spaced further apart or closer together? More stones, less stones? How do you feel about this? And it's an easy representation to walk through to make sure that we are both on the same page. These stones that I'm going to be using, I've already sourced the material here. Each stone's diameter is anywhere from 12 inches to 30 inches, maybe even. Some of these longer ones might be 3 feet, and their thickness is about an inch, maybe 2. So you can buy them by the pallet, and they're pretty easy to place one by one with a proper foundation for them. But I'll kind of talk about the material that I'm going to be setting these in, the construction of the path in all, to be set up for longevity and functionality. And yeah, so these stones are irregular in shape. Alternative options would be to get something more man-made, more rectangular, or totally rectangular or square is an option as well. But the going with these flagstones, because I feel it more appropriate for the setting of this structure. It's not a manicured, ornate, tidy type of setting. It is more free range, open, easygoing type of landscape. There's not going to be tons of maintenance. It's going to be a lot of wild, kind of native grasses, wildflowers, meadow, more than structured gardens appeal. Throw in the last few here and we will be good. Okay, so there we've got it. And what I'm gonna do next is fill these individually with some different textures. So I'm just going to come into stone, and these preset stone colors will work well enough for my purposes here. And all of these stones will be different colors in reality as well, so I'm going to just try and represent that here. Kind of go alternating and throw in a whole bunch of different colors. Alright, and then to give a better texture appeal to all of these, I'm going to come in and raise them like that, but just to shorthand this a bit, I'm going to come through and select these all individually and then raise them as a group rather than doing it one by one, and that will just assure that they're all on the same plane. Damn. Okay, push pull. Alright, never mind. Looks like I am coming back doing them one by one. Okay, so I've got all of these stones raised now. Kind of see there. And the, come back to my paint, the material that I'm going to use to fill in this space in between the stones is going to be a decomposed granite, and it is this tannish color, so that's a good representation. And the reason I'm using this is because it's a great semi-permanent surface to walk on. So it's very similar to sand, and then you could dump it and feel just as you would sand. The only difference is that this stuff sets up firm after it's been exposed to a little bit of pressure, some weather, some water that settles down in and makes a hard surface that can't, or that doesn't rather, move that easily with wind, with foot traffic, or just natural elements. So it stays in place and it holds its shape, or it holds its setting very well, whereas sand would easily be kicked away or moved, is less permanent, and this helps to lock the flagstones into place as well with a bit firmer setting. And so there's the Flagstone Path. Cool, thanks.